away. Great ball for Smith. Smith's in behind. Hopkins chasing. Shoots and scores! Great ball and again another. Here we go! Lines it up. We're away! Lines it into the bottom corner! Really well there. Moffat cuts inside. Moffat! What the great headshot! Welcome back to FBTV, part of the Football Brisbane Media Group. I'm Robert Blanch, and we're here at Heath Park for this Round 11 Veto League clash between Eastern Suburbs and Brisbane City. I'm joined tonight by Football Brisbane analyst Stuart. This is going to be one of those games where there's a point between them. Either side, whoever wins, if there is a result, should end up in the top six by the end of the night. What are your thoughts on both sides at the moment? Both have strange form coming into this game.
They certainly do. I think they're both looking for a top six spot, and you think that they would get that, and this indeed looks like a potential finals matchup. I think both of the sides have really had two standout strikers. Antonio Murray for Brisbane City, he scored 7 out of 9 at the end of last season and now 8 out of 8 in the campaign so far. And for East, Brendan Lewandowski, who's recapturing his 2009 form.
Could be a tactical battle as well. Both sides play different styles of footballing at times. East very, very solid defensively, as you would expect with a former Australian defender in coach Alan Hunter. Mark Dykeman more wants that, I don't know, Roar-esque style of free-flowing football. So that could be interesting if they need to change their tactics. Which coach will maybe flinch first?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thought as to sort of what they'll do. I mean, both coaches will have a plan B if what they set out to do doesn't work. You know, you mentioned Alan Hunter, and the East defence has been extremely good since he got here. I mean, they've lost 2 strikers in Joubert and Lopez in the off season, and so really the goals are the things that they're looking for. And I guess why I mentioned Lewandowski. I guess on City, I think I was interested to see Mark Dykeman during the week sort of said he was really kind of hyped for this game, said during the week. And I think that goes to show, after beating Olympic in such an amazing fashion, they're not taking East lightly. They're really bang up for this game. So expect both teams to be really going at it.
A half-time result here at Heath Park?
Look, I think it could be a really cagey affair unless there's early goals. So if there's early goals, it could be sort of 2-1 at half time. But you know, going into the Sheds goalless wouldn't surprise me. Both teams, I don't think, want to give up any early momentum in this game. So let's go for stick my neck out and say 0-0 at half time.
There we have it. Stuart well and truly sitting on the fence. We'll be back at half time to see how accurate Stuart was and to find out how the first half went. Tigers coach Alan Hunter will hope his side can produce another home victory and has named a very strong squad. With the loss of Michael Ryan at the back, his side's depth will be tested against a very attacking opponent, but he will be confident that his side are more than capable of scoring goals of their own. Brisbane City coach Mark Dykeman's side will come into this game full of confidence after their sensational turnaround against Olympic last time out, and are playing good football, but will be aware the hosts do not give away goals or points easily. City will have to play for the whole 90 minutes if they are to get anything out of tonight's encounter. The officials for tonight's match are referee Jared Gillette and his assistant referees Tony Sare and Darren Quinlan. McMullen looking for options. Kuhnhaar gives it back. McMullen drives it into the box. Burson comes, doesn't hold. Lewandowski goes down. Referee's blowing his whistle. It's a penalty. We'll have to have a look at that again, I believe. Burson claiming a smack in the mouth. Let's have a look. Burson's dropped it. No interference there. Trying to get it back. He's got his hands all over Lewandowski. Lewandowski's making it. Oh, the front legs come forward. I think that's what's brought him down. Good decision. Woodruff with the penalty. Strikes it. Oh, Burson gets a hand on it. He's unlucky, but well hit from the veteran striker from East to give the Tigers a lead in the 3rd minute. Melville. Murray. Dispossessed. Tung. Sherry. Bell looking for option, cuts it back in, brilliant. Shepherd, and Shepherd shoots. Zabak's down to his left smartly to deny the midfielder from City. Zabak's goes long. It's gone over everyone. Lewandowski, Woodruff. Whops it into the box. Akuno puts his header wide of the mark, unmarked. He'll be disappointed he didn't hit the target. Burson, goes early. Could have well been cut out. Danger still not over. Free kick. Stenhouse. No cards involved. City play quickly. Lost the momentum with that last ball. Burson starts again. Kasheri, good ball forward. Murray turns well. Fantastic ball for Shepherd. Shepherd shoots. And Zabaks again. Good goalkeeping, well positioned. Battling on the far side. Kuna comes away. Stenhouse. Ball in from wide. Akuno again. Free header inside the 6-yard boxes and put it over the top. Murray out from the corner. Ball first time in by Austin. Glockner. Dispossessed. Young fella. Tries to get back. Ball into the box. And away by Boyd. And out for a corner. Short corner play. Austin with the flick in. Zabak safe hands. Looks to go early and does. Kuno asked to hold it up. Lays it back for Woodruff. Looks to change play. Ball cut out. Slips through. Murray shoots. And Zabak's again. Smartly down to his right and gets rid of it just as quick. Young Carter Glockner. For Woodruff. Ball out wide. Great ball through for Cunha. Too many blue shirts. Melville not happy with the decision. Throw cut out. City looking to play and it's been intercepted again. Woodruff goes down, picks up a foul. East look play early, well, one does. Ball driven forward. Over everyone. Glockner at the far post! Puts the ball into the net at a ridiculous angle to double the Tigers' lead in the 32nd minute. Ball forward. City come away with it. McMullen gets it off Chester. Glockner. McMullen into the box. Burson goes long. Shorter with a poor touch. Murray in behind. Boyd with the tackle. Murray goes down. Whistle's gone. Referee's pointed to the spot. We'll have to have a look at that. Cards come out. No surprise there. Let's have a look. Leaves the ground nowhere near the ball. There's contact. As to how much, I think it's just the trailing leg of Murray. Takes a touch and down he goes. Murray with the penalty. Zabaks guesses the right way, saves, and the second save at the feet of Austin. A fantastic effort from the Tigers keeper. Zabaks flicks every touch, trying to get out of it. They're out of it finally. Murray brings it down, gets his head up, swings it, and Shepherd off the post, and it's the second touch. Pulls one back in the 41st minute for the away side. That's a fantastic ball from Antonio Murray. And a great run from Shepherd. City with their tails up. Ball cut in early. Murray props to shoot. Turns. Shoots off the defender. And out for a corner. Corner swung in. Zabax comes, doesn't get there. Doesn't matter. He's clear their lines. Kuno. Ball driven, looking for Lewandowski. Cut out by Kasheri. For Austin. Slides it for Murray. Steps outside. Prop shoot. Score! In the 46th minute to bring the sides level on the stroke of half time. What a fantastic strike from the City front man.
And Stuart, before the game, a 0-0 result was your call. Smile on your face now. Not quite the goalless event, but East's very good early in the half.
Yeah, they were. They got a penalty very, very quickly into the game, and we've just had a look at it a couple of times, and there's obviously contact from the goalkeeper on the East striker, and the penalty was put away by Russell Woodruff, and probably not one of the most convincing penalties you'll see, but got East on track. I felt like City came back into the game and actually looked like the side with most quality sort of through the mid part of the half. And then he managed to score again. I think they'd had a couple of chances. Kuno had a couple of headers that went close, but in the end it was Carter Glockner who scored when he sort of seemed to be free on the back post. So there was obviously a defensive mix-up. But East looked like they were cruising at 2-0.
They certainly did. Then, as you say, Brisbane City started to look like they were warming to the game, and in the second half of the game, well, to be fair, a missed penalty of their own, they could have gone to the break 3-2 up.
Well, we were talking just as we were preparing to come back and do this sort of with about 10 minutes left in the half. We were looking at, well, you know, City have been down 2-0. They in the last game on FBTV, they were 2-0 down and came back to beat Olympic 4-2. So, you know, we have seen them do that, and they really could have scored 3 goals in those last few minutes. Murray's penalty was a real poor effort for someone I hold in high regard, but wow, he made up for it. I mean, he cut in on his left foot and put a ball in that Andrew Shepherd eventually sort of bundled into the net after a couple of efforts, and then managed to hit a nice shot along the ground that stuck into the far post. So, really good, and bodes well for an exciting second half.
Okay, with that in mind then, end scoreline from you, Stuart, remembering your first choice.
Okay, well, let's go 4-3 City.
Second half here at Heath Park. Shorter with the ball inside, cut out by Rowley. Akuno. Stenhouse, first time. Glockner. Does well. Cuts inside, gets it in. Shot from Lewandowski, great save by Burson. Akuno saved by Burson as well. Fantastic double save from the eccentric French goalkeeper. Well won. Frender with the nod. Lewandowski. Ooh, flag's gone up. That must have been very tight. Let's have a look. Well, maybe half a step too early, but level, I thought. Tung. Ball clipped in. Austin in there. Dispossessed. Cleared. Only as far as Rowley. Still going, David Rowley. In behind. Flicks it across. Off Zabax. City still have it. Oh, Stenhouse brings down Austin. Short free kick. Vidovic back. Austin floats it away by Woodruff. Tung. Rowley. Flicks it in. Oh, Shepherd at the far post. Oh dear. Should have scored. Golding. sliced. Vidovic away. Great ball. Chester in behind, 1-on-1. Shoots Abax. Does very well again. Cuts the angles. Bell forward. Vidovic. Russell steps inside Woodruff. Tries to flick it for Murray. Cleared. Again, straight back to City. Sherry forward. Russell. Clips it in. Murray at the far post. Cushions his header in to give City the lead here in the 69th minute. Zabax goes long. Lewandowski with the flick. Farina in behind. Which has got a handful. He's gone down. Whistle's gone. It's a penalty. This could be a red one. Yes, it is. Last defender. Should have no complaints. Let's have a look. He's got arms and bits everywhere. Doesn't get him outside too much. Inside, there's a drag across the arm. Down he goes. Good call, I think. And getting some support from the fans on the way off the park. Farina steps up for the penalty. Drives it. Sends Burson the wrong way. And brings the sides back to level. It's 3-all in the 75th minute. Murray lays it back. Ball driven in. Zabax comes. Great punch. Burson goes long. City come away with it. No, they don't. Kuna gets in there. Then brought down by Bell. Oh, and the defenders look to clear that. I think he might get the card, not Bell. Yep. Stenhouse. Stenhouse drives it straight into the chest. And Burson releases early. Golding. For Farina. Takes on Russell. Gets into the box. Oh, Woodruff! Couldn't get a touch. Ball played out. Great ball in and Woodruff again. Got there. Bicycle back. Lewandowski gets one in the nose, I think. Rowley. Murray for Russell. Gets to the byline, cuts it back. Oh, and the shot has gone over the mark. Murray. Ooh, Tung and Farina's gone in. Studs were showing there, will be the yellow. He must have been close to getting the ball, but let's have a look. I think he's got there at the same time, ball and player, but he's got his tags up. Just can't tackle like that anymore. Clipped into the box. Oh, Zabax doesn't get there! Blackadder does in the 91st minute to steal a victory here in this Vito League Round 11 clash at Heath Park. Ball in the corner, time wasting, offside, and that's the final whistle, which sees this Round 11 Vito League clash end. Eastern Suburbs 3, Brisbane City 4. And I caught up with the coaches after the game.
Mark, obviously happy. You got a grin from ear to ear. The little victory dance at the end of the game, I thought was probably gave us the idea that that was an important victory for your side here tonight.
Oh, it was, Blanch. When you have a look at, we were sitting sort of nicely in the league at sort of fourth spot, but we had played 10 games and all the other guys are getting all their catch-up games and everybody's catching us up. So when we had a look at sort of, East right behind us, they had a couple of games in hand and for us, so if they had beaten us tonight, they would have, gone ahead of us. And just momentum-wise, I think it's good for us. We've had this is the first time we've had three wins in a row and And gee whiz, it could have gone either way, Blanch. I mean, they're such a dangerous team, really they are. And I said to my boys this week, I said, you cannot take this side lightly. I mean, we were very fortunate that Geordie Cito wasn't playing, another quality player that would have caused us all sorts of problems. And I mean, Blanch, I thought it was a nice game to watch. I mean, I must admit, even though it was a little bit heart-wrenching for me at times, but it was a good game, and I think both coaches can take a lot out of that. I think there was good football.
We normally talk about, games of two halves. This certainly wasn't one of those. It was a game of periods where yourselves had got control of it and did good things, and then East would wrestle control back of the game, and all of a sudden it was them on the attack. Great game of football. Great game of football from a spectator's point of view. Excitement, 7 goals, it's worth the entry fee, isn't it? But at the end of the day, two good sides playing good styles of football, and at the end of the day, well, you've snuck out away from home and pulled the victory, a crucial one.
No, very much so, Blanchie. I mean, at the end of the day, if it was 3-3, I probably would have taken the draw. I'll be quite honest with you. I mean, if Alan had said to me before the game, let's not play it and I'll give you a 3-3 draw, I would have taken it, without a doubt. I mean, and coming away with a victory, was just unbelievable. It was really unbelievable, and very proud of my boys. Very happy about Blanchie.
Alan, a game both sides could have simply won. Probably both sides will think should have won. City came away with a late victory. Side played some great football, but at the end of the day didn't come away with any points.
Yeah, it was a good game of football to watch. Probably a lot of that credited to the referee. He's quality ref. Love having him as a ref, whether you win, lose or draw. He just controls the game so well. He gets all the decisions right. I don't think he made one mistake all night. So he deservedly is the best in the country at the moment. And to have him at this level is, a blessing for everyone. And that's probably why you saw a really good game. Everything was adjudicated right. The penalties were penalties. The ones that weren't. And he was quality. Our boys didn't deserve to win because we conceded 3 goals in the 6-yard box. Our goalkeeper, I thought, had a great game. Possibly a little bit at fault at the last one, but he kept us in the game with some brilliant saves. And look, we're missing our best defender at the moment, Michael Ryan, and tonight it really stood out that we missed him a lot because in tight areas we just weren't tight enough, and we got punished for it by some good quality finishing. And look, I would have been happy with the draw because of the way we lost it late. You're always happy when you come back into it. It's good to have Jordan Farina back. He was quality when he came on. Akata was great in his first game off the bench. So there's some great positives I've got to take out of it. But the boys are hurting at the moment because they know that they've let themselves down. And they'll get punished for it during the week. And we've got a tough one on Friday, so we look forward to it.
As I said to Mark in the earlier interview, we always talk about games of two halves. This wasn't. This was a game of minutes, 20-minute periods, 10-minute periods, where both sides just took control of the game and played some exceptional football. And to the credit of the other side, they defended very well as well. Both sides defended, I thought, pretty well. A great game of football, a great advertisement for the code here in Brisbane. Yeah. And an East side, unlucky tonight, but obviously you're going to be there or thereabouts when it comes to finals time. Too good of a side not to be, and you proved, I thought, that tonight.
Well, we probably are, but we have to prove that we are. Maybe the guys, some of them think that we deserve to just be in the top 4 or the top 6, but we have to prove that. And tonight they defended better than us. You're right. We conceded 3 goals in the box, and as a defender, I would absolutely be sick if I conceded 3 goals in the box. And they were balls that could have been defended a lot better. So it's not good enough. They defended better than us, even though we got in behind them and deservedly were rewarded with 2 penalties. Other than that, we created a lot of chances, but they defended tighter on our main strikers, and that's why we had to change it and bring Geordie into the game. And he made a big difference, but he'll only get better with more game time after being out for 5 weeks.
Well, there we have it, a 7-goal thriller. 3 penalties and a red card. There's not much more you can ask for in a game of football. But the standard of football out there tonight was something to behold. A great advertisement for football here in the southeast Queensland region. And Stuart, pretty close on the scores. But at the end of the day, that was a fantastic, and it was a game that you just couldn't not watch to the very last moment. Could have been anything, and it was.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. I think the second half, City got away with another slow start. I thought they started slowly first half. I know, speaking to Mark, he wasn't happy with how they came out in the second half, and I think East had opportunities where they could have really taken the game away from City, but City sort of came back, and I was really happy that even though we've had 3 penalties, and second half we had a penalty and a send-off, I look at this second half and look at the quality that was involved. You've got a towering header to win the game. The ball for Murray's third goal for City was sensational, and we saw some obvious quality from Farina in getting the penalty. So we've seen quality lead to the goals today, and we've seen quality win the game for City in the end. And I thought it was a fantastic game, and certainly one I'm glad I came down to Heath Park to watch.
Do you see both these sides featuring in the top 6 come the end of the season?
I do. We spoke briefly about it. I think both sides are trying to. They're not the upper echelon top 2 yet. Both sides, I think you look at the East squad. You mentioned the East squad, and Alan Hunter's sort of mentioned about Okada coming off the bench and Farina coming off the bench. Mark Dykeman mentions Jordan Sito wasn't able to play. Both sides have a real quality, but they're not yet, I don't think, on a game-in-game-out basis as good as Rochdale and Wolves, and that's what they'll need to get to. I think they'll be in the finals, and I think they'll be challenging, but they're not quite at that level yet. And games like this prove you need to have under your belt to begin to make that change.
Well, thank you for your comments tonight, as always. Very informative and pretty close to the mark at the final day. Well, tomorrow the cameras will be out at AJ Kelly Park for the Round 11 veto clash between Peninsula Power and Lions FC.